As we did with homeowners insurance, we investigated how to shop for earthquake insurance. What's the most efficient way for a consumer to shop for earthquake insurance? And we found what we think is a pretty good, simple process. It doesn't take a lot of time. First, let me just explain that every homeowners insurance company in California is required by law that if they write homeowners insurance for a particular family or individual, they must also offer earthquake insurance for that home. But there are three ways that you can obtain earthquake insurance. First, your homeowner's insurance company might offer the earthquake insurance themselves. They might actually underwrite both the homeowner's insurance and the earthquake insurance. The second way is that the California Earthquake Authority might write the homeowner's insurance in conjunction with another insurance company who writes the homeowner's insurance. So the California Earthquake Authority, or CEA, was formed by the state of California to write earthquake insurance for homeowners. It's a very large program at this point, and it also can be very competitive. So many insurance companies have decided, since they're legally required to offer earthquake insurance when they write homeowners insurance, that they piggyback onto the CEA, and that becomes their offering for earthquake insurance. And then the third way that you can buy earthquake insurance in California is with a standalone, what we call a standalone insurance company. And there are advantages to this for some homeowners. So, for example, let's say your home is in the brush area, and there are very few insurance companies that will write standard homeowners insurance coverage in the brush. You're limited in terms of the marketplace for choices of insurance companies. So you could end up being stuck with one insurance company that writes competitive homeowners insurance for homeowners in the brush, but has very non-competitive coverage for earthquake insurance. So a way around that is to buy coverage from an insurance company that will write only the earthquake insurance, what we call a standalone insurance company, and that frees you up to buy your homeowners insurance from any insurance company. And the combination always is a consideration, the combination of the premium for the home, the traditional homeowners insurance, and the premium for the earthquake insurance in combination obviously has an impact on your decision. So how do you shop for earthquake insurance? You know, one of the things that we found with regard to homeowners insurance as well as earthquake insurance is that we could not find a single website that provides multiple quotes, hard quotes, for either homeowners insurance or earthquake insurance. We were surprised. We've been in insurance for many decades, and we thought by now for sure there would be one out there, but we couldn't find one. If we do, we'll change this video and we'll change the documents on our website. And if you are looking to buy earthquake insurance, you should download the document on how to do so from the personal insurance section of this Insurance Dragon website. It will outline some of what I'm talking about, and then it goes much further into more detail. But it's a good way to go step by step through the process I'm going to explain. There are two websites that make it very easy to quickly determine if the premium for earthquake insurance is such that you would be interested in going further. So you don't have to spend, it takes very little time to go to these websites and see, well, gee, what would earthquake insurance cost me? The first site is the same site we referenced for homeowners insurance. The California Department of Insurance website has a comparative rater. That's insurance.ca.gov. And if you go to that site and you click on the Consumers tab on the home page, it's in the top left, and then click on Buying Insurance, it will take you to a comparative rater. And that comparative rater works for earthquake insurance, it works for homeowners insurance and personal auto. And we think in particular for homeowners and earthquake, it's relatively accurate in terms of the premiums that it indicates for your homes. It's not precise, but it's pretty accurate, and it's a good way to start, because it helps you identify not just whether or not the premiums are such that you would go to the next step. If you use a comparative rater, you'll find that the premiums may be low enough that you're actually interested in buying earthquake insurance. Or you may find that you're overpaying currently for earthquake insurance, and you find on that website that, hey, there may be a lot of savings here and I need to shop further. So it's a really good place to start because it's very fast, and if in fact the premiums are too high, if you don't buy earthquake insurance today and the premiums are too high, this is a way to find out without spending a lot of time. It takes literally about 45 seconds to use the comparative rater. It's very efficient. It also will list most of the insurance companies that write earthquake insurance, and will list their estimated premiums for earthquake insurance. So it will help you zero in on those insurance companies that you would want to pursue in terms of buying coverage from, in addition to identifying what the likely premium would be. So that's where you start. We found that there's a separate website for the California Earthquake Authority, the CEA, And while the CEA is rated on the Department of Insurance website, we found that the Earthquake Authority website, in our opinion, may be a little bit more accurate at times for the CEA. But again, only the CEA is rated here. But it, like the Department of Insurance website, it doesn't take long to use that website. So now you've identified the insurance companies that are most competitive, and you've identified the likely premium that you're going to pay, and then you can zero in on the specific insurance company that you would like to obtain hard quotes from. It's a very fast, efficient way to zero in on the insurance companies that you would like to get a hard quote from, and you can take it to the next step. Again, the document on the website, if you download it, will walk you through it. Coverages. Once you've decided that you do want to buy earthquake insurance, we're not going to talk obviously about all the coverage issues. You need to talk to an insurance professional, but we're going to highlight the key issues we think you should focus on for sure. Number one, foundations. Typically, when an agent writes coverage for traditional homeowners insurance for fire and other perils, the value of the home does not include the value of the foundation because it's not expected that a fire would destroy the foundation. That's not true in earthquake insurance. Obviously, an earthquake could destroy the foundation, and it could be required that the entire lot be graded again before a new home could be built after serious damage from an earthquake. So you want to make sure that the value of the foundation is included. You're going to have a higher value for earthquake insurance than you do necessarily for traditional homeowners insurance. Secondly, landslide or soil subsidence are typically excluded from coverage. So if you're on a hillside and the reason that you're looking at earthquake insurance is that you're concerned that someday you might suffer a slide, possibly in conjunction with an earthquake, you need to be very clear with an insurance professional and make sure that the coverage is what you're looking for, because again, typically excluded in an earthquake insurance policy is any loss due directly to landslide or soil subsidence. The third issue to talk about are building code requirements. Building codes change over time, so if you have a home that's a few years old, it may be that there are building codes in place that weren't in place when your home was built that require that your home be built to a higher standard. For example, it may be that you are now required to have internal sprinklers in the home, fire sprinklers inside your home. It could be that there's additional construction requirements to prevent against earthquake damage. There could be other requirements as well in the building codes that didn't exist when you bought your home originally or moved into your home originally. So talk to the insurance professional about building code requirements and whether or not they're covered by the earthquake insurance policy. And lastly, replacement cost for your home has become a somewhat complicated issue in personal insurance in California. So have a long discussion with your insurance professional about replacement cost. Just because something says it's guaranteed replacement cost doesn't mean that the replacement cost is necessarily guaranteed. You should definitely go into this issue on both your homeowner's insurance and earthquake insurance.